What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Grandaddy Gaming here. Today we are doing another subscriber request. Q Car, thank you for the request, and also thank you for the support. Now, T20 time, 5.3, rank 3 in the American Premium tree. I did another video called Must Have American Premiums, where I said the T20 is the best premium in the game and it's the best American premium. I'll leave a link to that one if you want to go take a look at that one. Today though, we're going to mostly focus on the specs and how to play. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Now, T20 76mm M1 cannon. The 76mm is a very good gun at 5.3, let's just say at rank 3. Okay, into 6.3 to say 6.7 you start to want a little bit for something like the 90mm, but as long as you stay around the 5.3 to 6.0 range, the gun is very good, and it'll basically do for you what you need it to do. Mostly from short to medium ranges. Anything outside, say about 1200 meters or so, you start to kind of wish you had something a little bit stronger. 7.62mm in the turret, and you also have a 50 cal on top. Now, which round should you be taking out? M62 shell, of course. This is the one. This is your bread and butter, your mainstay, the American nuke round, or one of the American nuke rounds. 500 meters, you're going to get 133mm of pin and 119mm of pin at 1000 meters. Like I said, again, this gun is very good from short to medium ranges. Anything outside of that, and again, 90mm is what you're going to start wanting. 20.4 second turret traverse, -10 on the depression, 25 on the vertical, and 6.8 second reload rate. Really solid reload rate with this vehicle, and also with all of the American 76s, you get a really good reload rate. I mean, that's pretty close to autoloader territory. Let's look at this really quickly, because I think actually, let's see, the Char with an autoloader has a 6.7 second reload rate. The AMX 5-second reload rate. So the American 76 is really pushing almost autoloader territory with 6.8 seconds on the reload rate. So that's very good. Also, what this vehicle has is a stabilizer. Very I mean, just outstandingly good when it comes to gun handling. When you're able to come to a stop and get your gun on target before the other guy can, then that is almost always a bonus for you, and you're most of the time are sending the other guy crawling back into the cover, crippled, or back to the hangar, and this one does that with the stabilizer. So very good positive in that regard. 5 crew members, kind of closely spaced together, and also you're gonna have 4 ammo racks, 2 on each side, here and here, and 2 in the front. So when you get pinned in the front or from the side, it's almost always a one shot with this vehicle. You can, depending on who's firing at you, sustain you can sometimes sustain multiple rounds, but for the most part, from my experience, a lot of times it's usually just a one, it's one time and you're done. Especially from some of the German, the tougher guns, and the Germans, their nuke rounds. So 35 mile per hour max speed. You'll probably get to about 32 in the right conditions. Your usual speed will probably be somewhere between 25 to 27 miles per hour, depending on the map. But you can actually get up to about, I think I've gotten up to about 32 is what I've actually seen in this vehicle. So very good turret rotation. It's going to beat basically anything else at its BR 5.3 up until 5.7. Of course, when you start to get into 6.3, you get some of the Russian guys that have like the PT. I think the PT-76. Not 100% sure what is its turret rotation of 11. Yeah, it's even slower than the the T20. So really the only thing that matches it is the Shermans, and as you all know, this is basically just a Sherman. This is the tank that leads into the T25 and the M46. This is basically the predecessor to those tanks, and this one is a very, very good Sherman. This is the best Sherman in the game. Okay, if you want to play the best Sherman in the game, this is the one you want to play. It gets you a lower profile. It's still just as fast as the other Shermans. It's quick in the reverse, quick in the forward, turret reverse, the 76. So you have basically everything you have in the other Shermans, with the exception to the APCR round or the HVAP round. You do not get that in this vehicle, and that's fine. That's fine. You don't really need it at 5.3. You can still handle Tigers if you know where to hit them, even when they're angled. Now, at longer ranges, like I said, yeah, you'll probably start to wish you had some APCR, but you shouldn't get yourself caught out in long range duels with this guy. If you do, you're doing it wrong. Okay, now, how do you play the T20? Just like I said, you want to play this vehicle in short to medium range engagements. You don't really have the armor for the longer range engagements. Now, you can bounce shots, so you're looking at 85 millimeters on the upper and 130 on the lower, and 92 in the turret. This is mostly where you're going to get popped in the turret, 92. And in this area, you're going to bounce quite a bit. So, you know, it's actually pretty trolly around this area of the turret, so you can bounce shots, but this is not a vehicle that you're going to rely on in terms of its armor. And when you are facing down tanks, you should always be angled a bit. It's going to help you out, but it's definitely not going to save you. You're going to use this tank's ability to get in and out of cover, and its stabilizer. That's what's going to get you your shots. And if you're up tiered, you should want to be on the flanks with this guy. If you're getting to 6.3 matches, or even if you see tanks that are down tiered into, say, 6.7, where you maybe put this into a 5.7 lineup or something, you've gotten up tiered, you want to get this guy on the flanks, because the 76 can definitely take care of anything on the flanks. Okay, now within the cities, very good tank for city play because of the stabilizer. Short to medium ranges, you want to try to get up close and personal with the tanks that you're coming against, because you either want to go for barrel shots, gun barrel shots, or turret shots. And depending on the vehicle, like the Tigers, you want to go for that middle plate on the right side as they're looking at you to hit that armor right here. Okay, now if they're angled, you probably want to try to go for the barrel first and foremost to cripple them. And then if they're angled, sometimes you can get a shot to go right here above the tracks, even when they're angled. Or you can try for the commander's cupola. You're not always going to get results with that, so that's kind of a desperation last second shot if you just can't get anything else. Going through the turret with the 76, to be honest with you, you can do it. It's not very reliable. You have to be pretty close to get this shot to go through the turret. Anything else, well, let's just say just hope he's not a good shot. That's all I have to say. So T34s, the same. You want this portion, or you want right up under here, under the in the neck, or you want right here, right down in the middle of the turret. If he's angled, then your best bet is to go for the turret or in this area right here. So that's where you want to try to fire him. Everybody else, IS1s, the same. They have a weak spot here, of course the side, and then the weak spot here, and of course here. So, you know, anything you can do to get up close and personal to take that shot, the 76 more often than not will take care of the rest for you. All right, that is how you play the T20. You can do it almost M18 style. It's not as fast as an M18, but you can definitely get this guy into positions that you can ambush. All right, let's see if we can get some of that gameplay going, and we'll see how we can do. All right, let's get it. All right, so what are we going to do? We are going to go to B, get ourselves in the middle of the action. Probably not a good idea, but you know what? We're gonna do it anyway. Alright, let's turn our attention this side. whole bunch of them over there too. Look at that panther. Ah, just missed him. I should have been a little bit quicker, more decisive on that shot. Alright. Yep. What is that? Is that a tiger? Nope, that's a panther. Alright, got his cannon breach at least. He's got to back up. There's a jumbo. Something else. Alright, let's push over this side because they look like they're focusing. What is that thing? Something with bushes. Alright, he's dead. If I can get around and get that tiger, it'd be nice. This is so stupid right here. Oops, come on. Ah, nice. Oops, panther. Well, I got his cannon breach, didn't do anything. Ah! Okay. We need some help on B. Alright, you know what? Let's drop it on this guy right here. And use our speed to get around a little bit. Maybe come up on the side of some of these guys. Alright, another T-34. Oh, I think he saw me. Yeah, that's not good. Alright, panther down. It's better. Alright, T-34. Was that an IS? That's a T-34. Okay. No way. Come on. He bounced though. Got him. That was an IS-1. I don't know why I thought that was a T-34. That was an easy identification. Alright, let me get down into this little valley right here. Because there's a bunch of them on this side over here. Look at this guy right here. It's an issue something or another, I think. Okay. Whoops. Look at this guy. Alright, let's go get this. KV-2. No! Damn it! Alright. Yeah, that was dumb. But whatever. Wow, we got an assist on that tiger. That's incredible. Ah, okay. Freaking IS-2. Oh no, that's probably that SA-50. Where's he at? Yep, that's an SA-50. Bam! Bye-bye. Alright, let's go get the IS-1. Man, he's back already? What the hell? What the fuck? Come on now. This is pissing me off now. Got him. There you go. That's right. freaking IS-1, man. Jeez. Going down to spawn cam, he hasn't done anything all game.